I always forget when we do these that we're not on camera. So it's like you can just chill out and whatnot. It's great. So welcome back, folks. This is another Dreadcast trailer breakdown, not a trailer review or a trailer reaction, because everyone else does those, and it's they come out within like an hour of the trailer, and then there's like an abundance of them, and then the thumbnails are like big face going, "Whoa!" Did you see that? Whoa! And so we thought we'd give it a week. But this is Saw 10's official trailer, and I believe this came out. What are we now? We're now Friday. I think this came out maybe I think it came out Sunday, so nearly a week ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think that's when I messaged you. It was a very weird time for a trailer of a big film like this. In theory, it is a big film, especially in the horror world, to come out in the middle of a Sunday. It's quite weird. But yeah, have you seen anything relating to this?
No, I mean I've not seen anything past Saw 2. So
well, that was going to be my next question.
No, I mean I was aware. I mean I think I was aware that it was coming out mainly because you told me it was coming out like a couple of months back. And my girlfriend's kind of keen on it, and we sort of started to a rewatch of all of them to get up to date. But we watched the first two, and it's been put on hold for Game of Thrones. But yeah, I've not seen anybody talking about it anywhere. Apart from so there's another Saw movie coming out, but that's been about it. I don't think there's been any huge stuff about it.
Obviously, on the horror channels, horror news outlets like something like a Bloody Disgusting pushed this pretty hard, I believe, and they have done over the last few months, where the marketing started to get going. Like some of the odd stills have been released, here's Billy's back, of course, about here's Jigsaw's, of course. Is that Amanda underneath the pig's head? We'll find out. And also the plot synopsis, which I believe I think I talked to you about, how I was so baffled that it's set. We'll find out. I think it's set between either 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, but it's called Saw 10. And apparently Jigsaw is seen as the protagonist in this film.
Yeah, that's what it said in the synopsis that we looked at. And it's Saw 10, but is it the 10th movie? Because is that Spiral one?
There were 2 after the main Saw. I mean, I saw originally was what's it called? Yearly. What would you call yearly?
Annually.
Yes, big words. Big words are hard. It was annually. Did you say annually?
Yes,
I'm fairly certain the Saw franchise was an annually released film. Every year, I believe they came out. Maybe one every 2 years or every year. And then when it got to, I think, obviously 9. When the story that story wrapped up finally, even though it wrapped up nearly every film, but they found a way to carry it on. I believe it was similar to some of the other situations with other horror franchises, where it's like the studios have to keep making content related to that IP, otherwise they lose it.
So
I think so.
The universe.
Yeah, I might be wrong. So they did Jigsaw. I never saw Jigsaw because the trailer came across quite light-hearted, in a still horror torture way, weird, with the odd quip thrown in. Something like it was. I'm throwing it out. It was something like there was a few people in this barn. I vividly remember that, and there was a trap happening, or Billy turned up, and one of the guys, it said something like, "Oh, we're doing this, are we?" It was some sort of quip like that
like
just was. Yeah.
Self-referencing meta type of thing.
Yeah.
When you were saying then, like I was imagining, when you said light-hearted and quippy, I was imagining like canned laughter, like a Big Bang Theory episode, like Saw as a tea time E4 sitcom.
Yeah, try that. Why not?
Hey, why not? Let's go for it.
So I would love to watch that, and I think I will try and go through the franchise before we do this, because I'm sure we'll do this in the autumn. And then there was Spiral, which was, I believe it was subtitled From the Book of Saw, so they were trying for a spin-off.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jigsaw was a spin-off or like a new take of. I don't know. But this, I believe, they're classed it as Saw 10, as in it's the 10th film, but not in a story-wise. It's not the 10th in the story-wise. It's
not the end of the story. It's a chapter.
Then don't call it Saw 10. So you have your experience with the franchise is 1 and 2.
As in, like, film scene, yeah. I mean, I'm probably vaguely aware of some of the traps from later installments and maybe some of the broader points of the overarching plot. Like, you know, I watch a lot of like list videos and things like that, so you pick these things up. But yeah, in terms of like actually sat down and watch beginning to end, I'm only familiar with the first two.
Which are, I mean, the first one to me is still a fantastic horror film. It's one of my top 50, which to anyone out there, I will be starting my top 50 probably in the next month or so again. A few things have changed there. But yeah, Saw 2 as well, I think, is great. It's not amazing.
I really like it. I think what it was, the main reason I stopped is probably because of that fairly rapid release schedule.
Yeah.
And like the first two, they were good. Didn't love them, but appreciated them. They were decent enough. And then the next that, I blinked and there was 7, and I was like, oh, I cannot be bothered with this. So I have never really felt that sort of need or pressure to go back and watch them. It's been, we'll at some point, maybe we will. Like I said, me and my girlfriend have tentatively started to do them again, but because I think she's seen them all, and she's pretty hyped for this one. But I'm kind of indifferent, I'll be honest. Take it or leave it.
That's fair. I mean, for a lot of people, I think you're right. You're certainly right about the quick releases. Like that goes for everything. The studios and higher executives think, no, we got to pump them out. People like them apparently, so we got to pump them out. No, you're oversaturating your own market. Yeah, it's too much.
I think that's what it is. I don't respond well to that generally. I'll be like, nah, I'm all for this.
I just say I feel like I've completely, absolutely got the franchise wrong. Now, why would we get things right here? Basically, it went Saw 1, 2, 3. Yeah, here we go. 1 is 2004, 2 is 2005, 3 is 6, 4 is 7, 5 is 08, 6 is 09. Saw 3D was 2010. So Saw 3D was Saw 7. Then Jigsaw was Saw 8, Spiral was Saw 9. They're classing this as Saw 10. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it is the 10th. It is the 10th movie in the franchise.
Some reason I had in my mind I guess it's probably because they were annually. I thought there were so many. I thought in my mind there was 9 films and then the 2 spin-offs. But no, this is the 10th in the franchise, and no more waffle. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's go. The
cancer is still spreading. I'm afraid there's nothing else we can do. There is one person who might be able to help.
Our program is a 2-pronged treatment outside Mexico City. The results have been stunning.
She saved my life.
You're in very good hands with us.
Blow. Classic song again.
What happens?
I hate it. I hate it when they do that.
Hate it. Just a big trailer trope these days.
According to these scans,
just advertising generally, I think. Yeah, it's bad.
How much time do I have?
months, at best.
I still have a lot of work that needs to be done.
But why do you?
Hello, everyone. It's time to play a game. You all pretended to cure me, but what I have planned for each of you is very real. The only thing I have not provided is your anesthetic. But trust me, you will want to remain alert.
need? What the hell?
This is rubbish.
Of all the men to choose, you picked John Kramer? Please, don't hesitate. Place a big enough piece of your cerebral tissue into the glass enzyme tank. This will save your life.
So sleep, silent
This is not retribution. It's a reawakening.
Just the song choice is
Live or die. The choice is yours.
It's just stripping any kind of tension. I can't help but just find it completely ridiculous. I mean, it looks like a Saw movie.
That. Okay, right. Firstly, too much. Way too much going on in that trailer.
Yeah.
That was overkill. I saw two. I'm trying to. You obviously seen the first two, and I've seen all of the Saw films apart from the two untitled Saw films.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe once or twice, and I don't recall seeing Jigsaw, quote unquote, as much as I just did in the trailer there.
Yeah.
That was kind of the point.
Well,
he was always
the protagonist now, I guess. This is
apparently these doctors lied to him, so he got really pissy and thought, I'm going to torture the shit out of these people.
Which I suppose.
My
I
word.
mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a different take for Jigsaw. Like if these people have personally wronged him, like generally his targets are people that have done wrong, but have done wrong to others or have done wrong generally in their lives.
Yes,
and he's sort of sees himself as a what's the word, vigilante almost. It's like vigilante justice or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess this is perhaps what they mean about it being a more personal story, and he's the protagonist because his victims in this one are doctors that failed to cure him or whatever.
Yeah,
which is a different angle.
You
don't look impressed.
I'm really not. I mean, like you was saying throughout the music. Oh my,
that song really just.
It doesn't need it. It doesn't need it.
I mean, like I said, I don't like that trope, and it is a trope of using these classic songs slowed down. They do it in advertising, they do it in movie trailers all the time these days, and it's irritating as hell.
Banks are the worst offender for that.
Yes, but that bit when the chorus kicks in
with Billy,
with Billy and the trolley rattling.
I've got it here. Yeah,
that was nothing, but that was just funny.
Yeah, with his little tray of medical tools and whatnot. There's a tagline there as well saying his most personal game begins. Just like what you said.
No, I don't know. I can't say it's not a franchise I've ever been particularly invested in, and this trailer is not going to change it hasn't changed my mind.
No.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely, for sure.
But it looks like a Saw movie, and I guess when you get to the 10th film in any franchise, you know what you're going to get, or you're expecting to get certain things, and the formula is down, and I guess they've made some attempt to inject a little bit of extra interest in the story. There's an extra dynamic to it that's slightly different from what's gone before. But essentially, we're going to have a bunch of people in an abandoned industrial building.
Yep.
In a bunch of various traps, aren't we?
I mean, I don't even know how to break this down. Like there were so many camera cuts and edits in this trailer. We'd be here forever. Like if I was sharing the screen with you and showing let's look at this still image of this needle or what. Like you could just round it all up to what you just said. Industrial building. The people that have wronged him are being tortured in some sense.
We can have a look at some of the actual traps.
The only one I was
bit more detail.
interested in is the one that was on the poster.
The one from the poster, which we do get a very quick,
extremely quick, yeah.
And I'm struggling to find it now because it is literally just a cut, isn't it?
2 minutes 1 second.
The main one. I mean, the main one in that is the guy having to operate on his own brain.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody wants to know about the eye tubes.
2 minutes. There was a great comment on the Instagram post of this on the Dreadcast, _Dreadcast Instagram. I asked, what did you think this trap was? And someone it's like, it's gerbils feeding down the tubes, eating your eyeballs. I believe that's what he said. That's fantastic.
Well, I mean, maybe not gerbils, but but in the 1984, you have the rat box. That's something.
The thing with I was saying about Jigsaw, just I've seen more of him here. I think you think back to Saw 1 and how incredible that twist was.
Yeah,
at the end.
Yeah.
You never saw. I don't care what anyone said. You will never see that coming.
No.
And whenever you did see him, it was a flashback. Because they were trying to. The cops were on his tail for the whole film, pretty much, and the flashbacks were trying to relive. Okay, this is the guy we're following. And here's a bit of his story, and he's right there all along. Unfortunately, the more the films went on, we start to delve more into his story, but he's got more of an on-camera role until he dies. More of an on-camera persona. And now we look at this. He's front and center. He should be the director or like right back behind the scenes, basically. No, he is right there, front and center.
Yeah, I mean, like almost like orchestrating things, like directing things. He's operating like doors and stuff right in there because again, it's usually just it's all already set up, isn't it? And he's at best at some remote location observing, but he's right there front and center. I mean,
there's one cool little Easter egg
different.
I've just noticed at 48 seconds. It's the point where he goes, I've still got lots of work to do.
Oh yeah,
which really annoyed me because it's like, okay, I'm trying. Well, maybe I'm forgetting, but I'm trying to remember. Have you got an agenda of just wanting to do this until you die? You just want to put people in torturous situations that maybe have wronged themselves or wronged someone else. Until you die. 48 seconds. That is the crucifix trap. That's actually my favorite trap from the whole series.
Oh, right, okay.
Have you ever seen this trap?
I don't think so.
So a guy is positioned in a crucifix style. His head is in this mechanism. His arm are in it, and his legs are in it. And there's a timer that starts going down. And I think it starts with maybe his leg, and the part of the the cross that his leg is attached to. Oh no, it's like a Blair Witch style, like a 5-point.
Okay, yeah.
So his legs split, starts rotating slowly, and the leg starts to rotate as well. The leg starts to spin round, like say his arm goes like that.
Oh, like these, yeah,
complete.
And
it goes from limb to arm, to arm, all just snapping and breaking, and then his head starts to go last.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying because you can't move and you're just that's a good one. But yeah,
I mean that's the hook, isn't it? I think that is the hook for the Saw films. It's the traps, and
it's definitely
what are we gonna see? But I say the main one in this trailer does seem to be, apart from the brief glimpse of the eye tube one from the poster, seems to be this chap having to remove some brain tissue. And I just just towards the end of the trailer where he starts to actually drill his head.
Yeah.
So the 2 minute 10. I know, just nice to see that he has had the hair pre-shaved for him.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a nice touch. It was like, see, he's giving him a helping hand. He's not having to, buzz off his own do before he does that.
I
which is kinda
wonder.
good.
I wonder if they scrimped on blood effects. There is some practical blood effects, but I really hope they didn't go for some CGI blood, because that stuff that can look really bad.
Yeah, it can. I mean, there's another shot of like some lady cutting through her own leg with like piano wire or something.
Which
Looks a little grim. And there was something else about somebody's fingers getting bent back.
The fingers are related to the guy with the tubes on his eye. I think he has to break all of his fingers.
Ouch.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll get to that
I don't
in the autumn.
have a great deal to say about it really. Like for me, like I say, if maybe I was more invested in the franchise,
Yeah,
maybe I could. But yeah, it's another Saw film. We'll see what happens.
Another Saw film, and we'll get to it in the autumn. Not much left to say. Stop doing that trope with trailers and anything advertised. Stop. Just get a sound designer, a professional sound designer, okay, to score, or a composer to score you a beautiful, horrific, deep, like whatever.
Or find an existing song that is already slow. Don't just pick one at random and slow it down further. Just use an already slow song. I mean, all right, that breed's not exactly like
people equal shit. People equal shit.
And that is already a slow song to begin with, but they've made it more dreary and slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you say, just get somebody else. Get another song. Just
yeah. Don't do it.
That does not give particularly in that did not give the effect it needed to.
One last thing. Did you ever play the games?
I didn't. No, but I have seen it. But again, like, take it or leave it. So I never felt pressured to. Never felt the urge to get it. Was there more than one?
Yeah, there was two. They're not great.
The
first one's okay. They're very much. There's something about it. They're very much of the 360 PS3 generation.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it, but they just very much are. They look it and they feel it.
I'm pretty sure I have watched like a Watch Mojo video or something of the top Saw traps and some scenes from the game were put in there, or I've maybe even watched a Let's Play of the Saw games before. I've seen them, but seemed like an odd choice for a video game, but
does a bit, doesn't it? All right then. Well, that is it. That is a Saw X trailer. Breakdown from the Dreadcast.
Let us know what you think about it.
Do let us know what you think.
To this. You hyped for another installment of Saw? More Saw?
Let us know what you think, and just bear in mind, if your opinions differ from us, you are wrong, but it's okay. It's okay. We're all a big family here, so don't worry. But that is Saw X. We'll definitely be covering this, I think, in the autumn, because I think autumn's going to be a good time for some new horrors. Even though Talk to Me is out, and I'm quite keen on doing something on that soon. Talk to Me looks pretty good. But yes, that is it. And come on, give us the Thanksgiving trailer. Hopefully we'll do that next time.